In the early 1920s, a woman in Texas became well known for making pies behind a drugstore counter. Her recipe and her husband's ingenuity came together in a company called Bama Pies. Its baked goods are now served in more than 50 countries, and Liz Exon found out the secret recipe to the company's success.
Bama Companies has 3 food manufacturing plants in Tulsa, 3 in China, and another under construction in Poland. Quite a portfolio for a company that began at the height of the Great Depression.
This is Grandma Bama. Called her Big Mother. That was her nickname. And then this is my grandfather, and called him Big Dad. But his name is Henry Clay Marshall.
Paula Marshall is the CEO of Bama today. She says Grandma Bama, Cornelia Alabama Marshall, was the baker who had customers standing in line for her pies at a Dallas drugstore in the 1920s. But it was Henry Clay Marshall who saw the business potential for his wife's recipe.
And he ultimately started selling so many of them that she had to quit her job at Woolworths, and they bought a little house with a retail store on the side of it, and that's how they got the Bama Pie Company got going.
Paula's father, Paul Marshall, and her mother, Lila, moved to Tulsa in the late 1930s and began their own branch of the Bama Pie Company on Route 66.
Our business for many years, actually up through the late 60s, was primarily fresh products made daily and delivered daily. So my father it was nothing for him to be up at midnight, making pies. My mom would get up, at 5 or 6, come in, and my dad would take off for the routes.
As demand for the pies grew, production increased, as did the number of factory workers and route drivers. Paula says her dad had big dreams for the pie company.
I remember him saying, I'm going to find that customer that's going to buy millions of pies from us, and I'm not going to have to get up every night at midnight and run these routes 6 days a week.
He did finally find that customer. It was Ray Kroc, founder of the McDonald's Restaurant Corporation.
So we started down that road with the relationship with Ray Kroc, my father, good friends. And even then, in the late mid-60s, it took several years for my father to make the product that Mr. Kroc thought was good enough to go on the menu at McDonald's.
Bama's manufacturing plants in Tulsa and abroad now make 3.5 to 4 million apple pies a day for McDonald's. The company runs 24 hours, 7 days a week, and makes pies 300 days a year. Robotics now do the work that factory workers did by hand decades ago. McDonald's isn't Bama's only big customer. Because of contractual agreements, Paula is limited on what she can say.
We do business with the world's largest retail chain.
They also provide pizza dough for one of the country's biggest pizza chain stores. And if you ever eat a pie with a chocolate graham crust, chances are it's made right here. Paula, like her father, does business with a handshake.
Our philosophy is we need to work as hard as you guys work to keep our prices stable, so we don't take your prices up. And that's probably been more of a winning philosophy for our customers than almost anything we've done.
Bama received the coveted Malcolm Baldrige Quality Award from the Office of the President of the United States in 2004. The distinction was not only for its business practices, but how Bama treats its people. Their slogan is, people helping people be successful.
What's great about Bama is there a path to improve, and there's a career path for everybody. We have folks from general production when they first come in. As they gain skill, they can go into an operator position, all the way to a lead position. We have a lot of folks in our customer group, and in fact, a lot of folks in our management team started out packing pies at this facility.
Bama employs more than 2,500 people. Diversity in the workplace is important for the company. Employees are honored for their service in the company's Circle of Excellence. Mai Collins is a refugee from Vietnam. She started working here 38 years ago, and she's still going strong.
So I got a few more years, I'll be retired. I'm 62 right now, so actually I got not 4 or 5 more years, but I love this company so much, I might stay longer.
Employees say one big benefit is the profit-sharing program. At times, they make more in 1 quarter through profit sharing than their entire annual salary.
Paula's great. She cares about us. and just the things that she do without having to be forced to do it. 5% profit this company makes, they don't have to share it with us, but they share it with us.
And she really cares about the people that works here in the company. So every time she comes to the floor, we could tell her about projects all day, but her main focus is just going to the people and just telling them, hi, good morning, how y'all doing today? So she is very a people person, and she really loves to have her people and as a family.
Bama offers educational opportunities for their employees and also reaches out to the less fortunate. The company has a program to hire female offenders coming out of prison.
I've had so many times when I could have fallen in the ditch, as I call it, and through grace I was allowed to not be there. So I always feel a big pull to help people that have for some forsaken reason fallen in the ditch. But they do also, when they're here with me, they gotta also want to be out of the ditch, so they got to put their effort in it too.
The company has seen a lot of change since it began. Today, Bama can produce more pies in a single day than Grandma Bama could have produced in a lifetime. What has remained the same is the company's consistent commitment to quality.